Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello. Originally, we had planned to do a stream at noon today, but then, well, you can't see it, but the computer we usually use to stream decided to commit seppuku.
Yeah, this one's mine. This is my laptop that I got for business and editing purposes. You can see it slightly here. You can see it also slightly here, and me. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, that looks.
yeah. So yeah, had to swap to my new hog of a computer in order to actually be able to do this one.
You swapped your hog?
I did.
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
But that's an interesting frame to pause.
That's a keyframe.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a result, that made us think about a lot of things in relation to the show. And yeah, we're considering the possibility of swapping this show from being live to pre-recorded. Don't worry, you would still get a live Q&A once a month. But also, as some of you surmised in the chat earlier, swapping the show of the Lore Lads to its own dedicated channel because, yes, of course, YouTube is always changing things, and in order to stay ahead of the issues, this is something that would probably benefit everybody.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad you just kind of came out and said it. I was gonna try and make a whole thing of like them thinking that we were like retiring or something, and then be like, just kidding, but it's okay.
I could be lying.
You could be lying, but I did put the link to the new channel in the description, so kind of hard to pull off the lie at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so little bit of a clickbait title on this one, but we figured that was what we wanted the most people here possible to get that information, and we figured that was the best way to do it is come out and be like, hey, look, we're what is at the end? It's not. What we've realized, and kind of as we looked around, we're one of the last live shows in this niche. And while I actually enjoy that, and I enjoy the opportunity to communicate directly with you guys as frequently as we do, we think that the show will be better off if it is pre-recorded, and if we just do a monthly Q&A, where that way the whole stream is just questions and answers. Because one of the other things is that doing the Q&A sessions now with the super chats has gotten to a point where it's just unsustainable.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. But we get to the point where half the time we're here until 10 or 10:30 because there's just so many of them. The other thing is that we're trying really hard to make the show more, I don't necessarily say more focused, because it's probably going to have more breadth to it than it currently does. But we want to be able to bring on guests. And it's hard to bring on guests when you do one show a week at the same time every week, and they have to be present for it. So what we figured was, all right, if we want to do guests, if we want to have people in studio too, especially, the best way we can do that is to go pre-recorded, and then that way at the end of every month, we can have a recap live stream where we take questions and all that, and maybe it'll still be on Monday nights. But yeah, that way it's just everything's a little bit more streamlined. It can be a little bit more focused. And, there's a bunch of other perks that will come with it for us just as we continue to grow the channel and the business. And also, the other thing is in a couple of years, I'm going to have kids.
Yeah.
It's going to be even harder to do this.
Yeah, dude, that was one of the things that we discussed is as we're growing the business, like I have my film channel now. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's Silver Retention. I'm going to be breaking down how different movies are made.
You can answer super chats faster if there were 3 Aidens. Find a new one.
You know what? That's a good point. It's actually a really good point.
I think that would actually make it take twice as long.
Probably, yeah. Or it would just cube the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cubed.
Yes. But yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to that channel, check that out along with the new Lore Lads channel. But yeah, considering I'm doing that now, I'm helping to produce not only Lore Lodge and this show in its current format, but History Unhinged, and also we are now looking at other talent.
Yeah.
We've been doing that for a while, but we haven't had the opportunity to really expand.
We are aware that there is a lifetime on YouTube channels that there are not many YouTubers who were around 10 years ago who are still around today.
Yeah, we never anticipated this to be a forever thing.
Well, I don't know that that's true. I want to keep doing this a long time.
I would like to. I'm not assuming so.
Yeah, what we want to see down the line is I want to be able to not have to put out a video every week. Not because I'm lazy, but because I want to be able to cover more complex topics. I want to be able to get more in depth with what we're doing. I don't want to have to wait, months at a time to get one of the JonBenet Ramsey videos done, simply because I only have a week and that doesn't allow me to get enough done.
Yeah.
If I had 2 weeks to do every video, the JonBenet series would be done.
Yeah.
If I had 2 weeks to do every video, we'd probably have finished Madeline McCann by now. You guys would have that video on the Native American Dark Age concept that I've been talking about. I want to do a video on the Solutrean hypothesis. I want to do a video on the Mississippian downfall, and then another one on the origin of some of the Native American tribes. I want to do more deep dives. I want to be able to go on location. I just think that we want the channel to evolve in a direction that will be good for both us and you guys as the audience. Because as it stands right now, I think I do good work, but I could do better. I could give you guys more. If I have 2 weeks to write every video, there will never be a video that is fewer than 45 minutes long. They'll all go into the level of detail that you guys like, that you guys want to see. And part of the problem is that we've reached a point now where we've covered a lot of stories. We've covered just about every story that there's a lot of information within reach for me to take one day and go get all of it. That is not sustainable. So part of moving this show to a different, to a different format means that we can shoot them in batches. And then I don't have to worry about being here on Monday night. And, my Monday is truncated because I usually work later in the day. So I don't have to worry about my month being truncated in that way, my Monday being truncated in that way. And I can really dive in and get everything done that I need to. And then I'm in a much better position on Tuesday. I would love to be in a position where I can start writing on Tuesday. Right now, I spend Monday picking a topic, doing source collection for the topic, doing the initial cursory research, and then I spend Tuesday reading all my sources, and then I have Wednesday and Thursday to write a minimum 20-page video.
Yep.
I mean, I look back, I thought having a month to write a 10-page, 15-page paper in college was hard. I'm doing twice that every week now.
Yep.
And I don't want to burn out. I don't want to get to a point where, we've done a good job. We've been doing this for 5 years, almost. And I have yet to crash out in a significant way.
I was going to say, yeah, neither of us have crashed out for longer than an hour.
Out on air.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive given what YouTubers are typically like.
YouTubers usually crash out on air by now, so I have managed to not do that. But to be honest, folks, I'm getting close. I have to be real with you. I am getting close.
Understandably so, given what our schedule's like.
Why that's funny with the current news cycle?
Oh, extremely, yes. Really, it'd be Bubba.
Yeah. Ooh, it's all coming out a little too quickly. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm really tired of living through historical events.
And the other nice thing is that if doing this show in a podcast format means that this show brings in more money overall, then we can eventually take a look at shifting our resources around a little bit. One thing I have been doing, I've started working with a couple of research assistants who are writing bibliographies and outlines. The Mothman video was actually the first one to do that. That was the first one that had an assistant that was Harrison Dutton, who helped me out with that. I've got Bethany Watson, who also has a channel of her own, helping me with a couple of other topics. So I'm hoping that we're going to get to a point soon where you guys are still getting my writing, but one video a month, maybe 2 videos a month, will be researched for the most part by somebody else, or at the very least compiled by somebody else. Then I'll go and I'll do the research and I'll do the writing and I'll do the presenting. But in doing that, my hope is that instead of having 5 days to do each video, I'll have 8 or 9. And I think that will be a good mix. And I want to be clear, I'm not going to start putting out slop. We're not going to start just pumping out content for the sake of doing it and just having a constant grab bag kind of thing where I'm just, I think to a certain extent, that's almost what happened last summer.
Yeah, well, the reality of the situation is the goal and the everything shifting is to double down on not slop.
Yes.
It's to provide you the opportunity to make sure what the content is quality.
Yeah, so you guys aren't going to get anything that isn't written by me unless you can't tell that it wasn't written by me. That is the standard I'm holding here.
Yeah, but if it's not written by him, he's going to very adamantly and clearly say,
yes, I will let you know that this was an episode that was written by such and such writer. And part of the reason that I want to do that is that I'm not hiring random people for this. I'm not just saying, send me an outline and I'll write a video based on it. I'm working with people who have a background, who have done this before, who reached out asking me if they could help. Yep. And I am vetting those people. So the idea here is not that we're, handing the writing over to somebody else. The idea here is that I'm going to have an assistant who will work with me closely, maybe a few assistants who will work with me closely. And then over time, once they get to a point where they can write a Lore Lodge video that is up to the standard of quality that this channel has been pushing for years now, that is when I will eventually be more hands-off and say, okay, I'm just going to present this one.
Yep.
Because again, the idea here is that we don't want to decrease the quality of our content, but we have been putting out a 45-minute on average documentary every week for the last 4 years of our lives.
Yeah. The real benefit of the way we're trying to grow this is it provides him the opportunity to do the deep dives into the things that he really wants to. It also provides him the time that he needs to do that. But moreover, it's providing us the opportunity to provide work for other researchers in the field. And it's providing us a little bit of the freedom to then start pursuing other aspects of the business in different formats. For me, it's the film channel. And for us, potentially, if we find good writers and researchers, even doing a dedicated true crime channel. Yeah. Haven't decided on that definitely yet, but it's in the works.
That is one thing, too, that I've definitely been looking at is if there's one thing that I don't think I need to be the writer for, it's true crime. There's a lot of people who do a really good job with it out there. And the other thing is I personally, I know you guys enjoy most of what we put out. I cannot stand doing true crime videos. I hate it. I am so bored doing a video on a topic that's already solved. I can enjoy the story, enjoy reading about it, enjoy presenting it, but the actual writing of it is just, I hate it.
And the reason primarily being is because for most of the work that you do or that you're interested in doing, for you it's solving a puzzle and that's fun. Yes. With that, you're just regurgitating a story, at least from your perspective, and it's not as fun to actually, compile all of the information and then put it as a presentation.
And because of the way I do things too, I end up not spending enough time on the crafting of the story because I'm spending too much time on making sure all of the research is done right. So I have an ethical standard for what we would put out on a true crime channel. And it would basically be the same ethical standard we upkeep it on this channel whenever we cover true crime or unsolved mysteries, deaths, disappearances, things like that, where I do my best to not be sensationalist, and just be very honest and straightforward and tell you guys where everything's coming from. It would be that exact same thing, just with somebody else doing the majority of the writing and then me kind of adding my own little personality flair to it. But that would not be on the Lore Lodge channel. That would be a true crime dedicated channel that would almost sort of be a partner situation. And the other nice thing is that allows me to focus, if I'm not doing a video every week for this channel, because I've got some help, then that allows me to focus on bringing back Weird Bible. That allows me to focus on helping with some of the other business aspects, like getting guests. So, and the other thing too is the title for this is a little silly. This is not going to be our last stream. We're going to keep doing the Q&A streams. We might even do the occasional live stream over on the other channel. It just won't be the core focus of the channel. And the other nice thing is that, if I get to a point where I'm not doing as much of the writing and research, I can go back to doing some of those commentary streams that were really popular before on my personal channel. And that'd be so nice. Basically what we're saying is it's been a hard few years, and we're finally allowing ourselves to breathe.
Yeah. We're we're shaking up and diversifying a little bit, and also, yeah, at the same time, we're allowing ourselves the ability to live a little bit, primarily because, and I'm grateful for the fact that we now have Kurt, who has taken over for the Friday things, A, because, you know, we can afford it now, thank God, and B, he is, you know, an actual editor as opposed to me, who was one out of necessity, but the ability for us to be able to wake up moderately more refreshed than we have been in the last 5-ish years is allowing us the opportunity to really start to kind of like stretch the boundaries and figure out, okay, well, what's phase 3 really?
Yeah.
Because we're technically in phase 2 of the lodge and the overarching company now.
Yeah.
And we want to keep growing, and we want to keep exploring new topics and new genres. And
the reason we're doing this fundamentally is that I don't want to have to make fewer, I don't want to have to give you guys fewer videos, but I also want to maintain the standard of quality.
Yeah.
And the only way for me to actually do that is by delegating a little bit and by giving myself a little bit more time to breathe during the week, which means not doing this show live as frequently. But like I said, we're still going to have live shows. And the other nice thing is that we feel like if we're not doing this live show as frequently, that might open up the opportunity to go and do it on the road.
Yeah.
What Unsub does.
Yeah.
Go and meet you guys in person. You know, sit in the theater and take questions and do things like that and chat. And also we kind of noticed that the reason people watch the live show more often than not lately, it's not just the topics we're presenting, it's the people presenting them. When we first started out, the live show was actually the only way we made money. It was what was allowing us to do the channel. At this point, it is kind of a vestige of that phase 1.
Yeah.
And we like doing it. We like having the show. We just feel like the show can be better if it's in a recorded format and if it's a little bit more focused on the general commentary and who we are and what we think about various topics and who we can bring in, and making it a show that is basically a talk show hosted by us that is about these topics, but that's not we don't have to find a way to connect it each week. Because sometimes I'll do a video and there's just nothing to talk about when we show up here on Monday night. Or something gets lost in the shuffle. So this allows us to kind of focus things a little bit more with this show. And I think it'll improve not only this show, but also the regular Friday show. And to be quite honest, the algorithm is such a mess right now that we don't even know what YouTube wants. So one thing we've been seeing a lot of is feedback, people going through and doing the research and seeing that, YouTube doesn't like it when you do different formats on one channel. They don't like when you have a podcast and a video essay on the same channel. So that was where this process started, was us sitting down and going, what has been up with the algorithm lately? And finding that when we're doing both, it's not working, and the channels that aren't doing both are doing better. So yeah, that's kind of the bulk of it. And hopefully this will, I see people talking about interviews. That's also the other nice thing, is if there isn't a specific time that we have to do this each week, we can be flexible with people, and I can call somebody and say, hey, when's a good time for you? And then we can shoot. Instead, right now, it's like, okay, here's what we want to do. And also, you got to be there on Monday at 7.
Yep.
Which is not a good time for most people. It's great for you guys who are watching. Not great for the average person who does what we do.
Yeah.
So, also, it always gets to be a problem when Monday Night Football is on.
Yeah, especially for that. Yeah, in the any time between September and, January.
Yeah. Also, I like that it'll allow us to branch out and talk about more topics,
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, and I'm really excited by the prospect of having more guests on more frequently, because that was something I really enjoyed when we were able to figure that out for a little bit there, but that was the epitome of right before we did more growth. What?
Would love to see the mayor again.
I did run into him a week ago, and he said he was interested in coming back on, so...
I would love to have Mayor Pete as an occasional guest on the Lore Lads.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I do want to reiterate, if you go into the description, the link for the Lore Lads is there. That is the only way you're going to be able to find it right now.
Yeah, because there's literally nothing on the
no
channel.
videos on the channel. Now, the channel does have, I did the logo, I did the banner and everything, so it looks like a real channel. And the branding matches here. It's the same font. It's the same font we use on all of the thumbnails and everything. That's how it's going to remain. It'll still be like that. It's just going to be a podcast format instead of oh yeah. So that's
I'm going to pull it up
right now. Egg. It's right there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hang
You
on.
want to show them?
That's the channel.
Yeah. There's nothing on it, but it does have 297 subscribers. So.
There we go. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Brand new. It says a redacted media channel. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I think I did a pretty good job with that.
You did.
Considering I did it in about 20 minutes.
You know what you did a fantastic job with?
Silver retention.
Yes.
Pull it up and show
Yeah.
people.
So for those of you interested, this is going to be my YouTube, or sorry, my movie channel.
I guess we could basically consider this the launch of Phase 3.
Yeah.
This is Phase 3 of the Lore Lodge coming up right now, is us sort of moving into this. Also, we noticed that Wendigoon hired writers, and his channel seems to be doing fine.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Oh, I see. Because I was at 195 before this show. So
Yeah,
thank
there
you
we
for
go.
those who subscribed to Silver Retention.
I also did that. That was
Yep.
also me.
He did that, and then I took.
Graphic design is my passion.
It is, and then I took what he did graphically and turned it into animations for chapters. So that worked out well.
How's the video doing?
Pretty good. I've been surprised.
Come on, guys.
It's been getting trickle views, which is surprising to me. So yeah, I did a video on Halloween of how Tim Burton's Corpse Bride was made. If you have any interest in watching that at some point, maybe after this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is my new channel. It's gonna be fun. The next video I'm putting out is on Five Nights at Freddy's, how they made that in a couple weeks, and
I'll be
then
guesting on this channel.
yes, he will be guesting on it, and then a couple weeks after that, I'm doing one on Heat. If you're familiar with that movie, so it'll be
And
fun.
are people going to be guesting on that one?
Not confirmed yet, but I may have a couple people who
You will want to see guest in
yes,
this video.
people who know a lot more than me about how real the shootout in the climax of Heat was.
Yes.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. We've collabed with them before.
Yes. You too may climax when you see who is helping him climax.
It's true.
The movie climax.
It's true. So yeah, so that's fun. And then obviously
Lore Lads.
Lore Lads.
Yeah. So that we're not sure exactly when the first episode will go up on here. It could be as early as next week. It might take us a couple of weeks because of Thanksgiving. But I would say the absolute latest a video goes up on that is going to be the first week of December.
Yeah.
But it is very possible that it will be next Monday.
Yep. Also, for those asking that didn't hear it before, the film channel is Silver Retention.
Yes.
And then this one is just the Lore
I
Lads.
forgot to add silver retention into the redacted network.
That's okay. We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, well, I can do that right after the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other easy way to find all of these is that if you just go to our channel page, there is a section, I think like either the second or third section down from the top, that says like the redacted network. And that has Weird Bible, History Unhinged, Lore Lads, and my personal channel, Silver Retention. That's another thing that we're going to have is my personal channel looks like it's going to become a gaming channel. Haven't really decided on a name yet, but for those who don't know that I do this every week, every Friday night, or at least most Friday nights, me and some of my friends, some people you've seen on this show before, some people that you've seen, some people whose work you've seen on this show, one of our Discord at least a couple of our Discord mods, a guy who we're supposed to make a Discord mod because he promised to be better about certain things. Connor, that's you. PJ, who does the editing for History Unhinged.
Yep.
I stream with those guys. Mikey, our head mod.
Yep.
And we do, right now it's been a lot of Battlefield 6, but I might play some Ark Raiders. Amanda is calling me.
Also for, who was it that just mentioned the 3 shells? Incredible call out. I cannot believe that. Who was it?
Just clicked it.
Hobo Sam 21.
That's how we pulled it up.
Yeah, the link's working.
The link works.
Anyway, yeah, Hobo Sam 21 saying I'm waiting for the explanation of the 3 shells. Tell us, Thornbussy, tell us. I
Just
cannot
really
believe
quickly,
you
really
had that.
Can you pull up the chat really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
What?
This is our video. This is the live stream.
I know. I was saying, can you pull up the chat? Yeah, yeah. There, click the Lore Lads thing.
Yep. This guy?
No, that one.
This guy?
That's weird.
It worked the
It
first
was
time.
working the first time. Yeah. What? Wait. No. Go back. Go down. Yeah. Not the description. The description. Hit more.
That's weird because it had the little proper thing
Yeah.
initially, and then it recorrected.
That's really strange. I've never seen it do that before. Yeah. So yeah, just go through the one on the words. Words are escaping me. Use the one from the main page of the channel until the end of the show, and then I can go in and fix that. Or if you type it in, it comes up now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Or you can just go to youtube.com/@thelorelads.
Yep.
That works too.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, already up to 422.
Nice. We can't blaze it though.
Can't blaze it, Michael.
We can blaze it twice.
There we go. Hey, 282.
Hey,
Love you
woo!
guys. Hell yeah.
Archie, it's okay.
He's okay.
Yeah.
We're all just excited.
So yeah, it is there. It does work. You just gotta go directly to it, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
I forget what I was saying before Amanda called me.
Yeah. Same thing. Lore Lads at Silver Retention. You'll find them both. Easy peasy. We were talking about, before we got into the nitty gritty of all this stuff, just kind of like the opportunities that this is now going to provide us the ability to do.
Basically, this is phase 3. This is how we go from everything you guys have loved to giving you more of the stuff you really like while not reducing the consistency of the content or the quality of the content.
Yes.
So videos like stuff that's on like Mothman, for example. That might be something that, like, right now I've got somebody working on a video on the Palmyra Wolves, which you might recognize from the Mr. Ballin story from a few years ago. So I have somebody working on that right now. We've done that in the past. It was only a 15-minute video because it was ages ago. And so basically what that is I'm probably going to be the one writing that video. But I've got somebody doing the source compilation and the annotations and telling me what I need to read, what I don't need to read. That should save me at least 1, potentially 2 days. So if I'm cutting my week down to 3 days, that means that I basically every 2.5 weeks I get an extra week.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Especially since I have about a year to write the rest of the JonBenet series.
Yes. Well, we also have the September episode that is going to be big.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing.
Which I have started this script for as well.
Yes. And that's such a big project that my plan is to work with a bunch of other channels on.
Yeah.
For those who might not have picked up on what he's putting down, we are doing a video on 9/11 for the 25th anniversary of 9/11. That's going to be diving into not just like what happened that day. We're not going to be doing the can jet fuel melt steel beams. Like we are going to talk about whether or not jet fuel can melt steel beams, and if jet fuel needs to melt steel beams or if it just needs to soften steel beams. The idea that they knew it was going to happen versus like the CIA knew something was going to happen.
Yep.
I'm going to do a deep dive into everything John Kiriakou said about it. I would love to be able to get John Kiriakou.
I'm going to bet that we probably can.
We might be able to do that. So we're going to try to do that. I'm going to try to work with some other channels, especially in the instances where it's stuff that maybe we're not the best person to talk about it.
Yep.
I think Stephen Bell is going to be an awesome person to have collab on that.
Yeah, I think for everything that led up to the day, having the pair of Stephen Bell and John Kiriakou giving the two different kind of contexts, one from the inside and one from the external geopolitical view, would be amazing.
Yeah.
We haven't confirmed that yet, but
Still working on it.
we have dreams.
Yeah, we would love to have a good amount of people. I would love to get Wendigoon in on that one.
Yeah.
Especially because I think that what I also want to do in that is I want to have a segment on why conspiracy theories like that exist. Because if not for everything else that happened in the 90s, leading up to 2001, I don't know that there's necessarily as many conspiracy theories about 9/11.
Definitely not. There's also a lot of...
We don't have Ruby Ridge and Waco and the Oklahoma City bombing. I don't know that you see the same degree of skepticism about is the government being honest.
Yeah.
Sure, there's a lot of examples of the government being dishonest going back decades before that, but that was just such a rapid succession every other year.
Yeah, without a doubt. And also, there's a lot of context that the American people didn't have at the time
Yes.
or even directly afterward that we now know, both from declassified elements or people like Kiriakou, who is a whistleblower, or just things that were not capable of being reported on at the time because there weren't sources. People didn't know the information. But the benefit of hindsight being 2020 is now we can go back and sift through all of the things that happened. What was relevant? How was it relevant? How did it change the outcome of what might have happened versus what ended up happening? And then how did it affect things moving forward? Because we do, the phrase "we live in a post 9/11 world" is a standard, which is insane
It's
for
so
a
annoying
single
that
day.
I have to go through TSA knowing that TSA has never actually thwarted a single terrorist attack.
Mhm.
And that whenever they test TSA, people get weapons through.
Yep.
It is so frustrating that we have to deal with that. Also, I was driving out to Lancaster the other day for something that will be relevant in probably a week. Or no, 2 weeks. Because I ended up doing Robert Springfield for this week. And I'm going to do That's the Aardsma for next. Because I need to rewrite some things. But I saw that the flags were at half-mast, and I was like, why are the flags at half-mast? So I Googled it. It was because Dick Cheney died. I was like, the flags should be at 1.5 mast.
I was going to say, there should be
Should be
fireworks.
celebrated.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney was an awful person.
Yes.
And as we learned from John Kiriakou, Dick Cheney is basically the reason we invaded Iraq for no reason.
Yep.
Like, listen, I will sit there and I will be able to have discussions with people about, did we maybe do the right thing in invading Iraq and getting rid of a guy like Saddam Hussein? He was awful. He was a terrible human being who was doing terrible things to his own people. But the aftermath was not necessarily better.
Yep.
I think that I think Gen Z is ready to have the come to Jesus moment about America between the 60s and now. We're not the good guys right now.
No.
We're not the worst guys, but we're not the good guys either.
We're about 3 large things away from having a Discord revolution in the United States.
Yeah. So I think anybody who goes out there and says the United States is the worst thing to ever happen to the world is stupid. Here's how I'm looking at our government right now and what the United States is doing. We are chemotherapy. Russia, China, Islamic extremism, those are cancers. We are chemotherapy. We're keeping it from getting worse. We're not necessarily making things better. We're making things worse, hoping that the even worse doesn't happen.
Yep. Which is not the most effective strategy.
No. Unfortunately, it's because of the world that the boomers created. Most of them unintentionally, but
some of them intentionally. Because of that world, we are currently in a position where I think people are finally waking up and realizing, like, oh, the government had a lot of control over the media up until, like, last week in the grand scheme of things. So it took a while, I think, for people to catch on, and the danger of not acknowledging those failures is that bad actors then manipulate people into thinking that things were actually worse than they are, or that we actually are the worst guys. I don't think we are. I think we've done some terrible things as a country, as a government, but patriotism is loving your country all the time and your government when it deserves it. Yes.
So
also part of loving your country is holding it accountable when it does wrong.
Yeah, and that's something that I think YouTube is giving people a great opportunity to do, is that investigative journalism that wasn't really possible 10, 15 years ago because people didn't have the resources. Now we do.
Yep.
And that's the thing is we're starting to work with other people on stuff like that too. One idea Aiden had was, for those of you who are maybe a little older or at least familiar with the television show Crossfire, it was Tucker Carlson and who was the other guy?
Don't remember his name, and unfortunately he's probably not in the media presence very largely anymore, at least by comparison to where Tucker is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
Basically, the gist of it was Crossfire was a show where you would have basically a Republican and a Democrat discussing the same issue. And you'd have guests, and they'd talk about a different thing every week. And the idea was to obviously have the entertainment and the fire of a debate, but also get both sides of the issue, because
Yes.
this was 2004 when people were sane. And what Aiden had been thinking was that we need something like that is not meant for entertainment value, that is meant for honesty and discussion. So what we wanted to do is get a couple of people who are, either bring in guests for it, or maybe have a couple of commentators who are staff who do each episode. Preferably, I think, guests who are experts in the individual fields. But for something like, the Ukraine war, rather than having it be one side going, Russia is not actually our biggest problem, and we need to be, this war is pointless and we don't belong there, and, everybody's tricking you into being involved, and the other side being like, anybody who doesn't support Ukraine is a fascist, pro-Russian kind of person. Like, instead of having the extremist opinion from both sides, bring in two people who know what they're talking about, who have different perspectives, to have an honest conversation led by a moderator.
Mm-hmm.
So take the Crossfire idea and then take the Hollywood out of it.
Yeah.
Make it about presenting straight facts to an audience, and both sides getting to say their piece without it devolving into a firestorm where people are yelling at each other and accusing each other of being communists or fascists. Something like that.
Yeah, and the biggest reason that I've been thinking about this and why I brought it up with Mattis in the past, primarily even today, is because we just seem to be in a world where everything is continuously getting more and more extreme. And granted, that's the nature of the algorithms through everything, through which everything runs. But at the same time, we're getting to the point where, like, people on either side are starting to dehumanize other Americans just for having different opinions. And, like, look, I can understand people having, objections to certain morality issues, but at the end of the day, we all need to remember that we're all Americans, and for the vast majority of us, we live next to each other and we don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And a show where we are provided the facts, because that's another concern of mine, is there are so many outlets for information, and so much of it is incomplete, and so much of it is biased, whether intentionally or not, that to be able to have people of differing opinions on a given topic sit down, shake hands, recognize that they both want the benefits, they both want to see a better America. They might just have a different means of achieving that in a way that is not so far extreme that they're leading to war. And like a bunch of things that we've seen recently in the last couple months, after a variety of different things have come out, saying that we need to de-escalate the environment through which we talk about politics or just even current events or the news. And I think a means of doing that is ensuring that both sides of any given issue are discussing, meeting together, and, like, both metaphorically and physically shaking hands at the beginning and the end of the conversation.
It is not enough to simply not be in a civil war. We must be actively anti-civil war.
Exactly, yes. We don't want to get to that point, and I think we're all a little concerned we're getting a little too close.
The other nice thing about this new channel is that since it will be generally a podcast format, but it's not the same, but it's not video essay format, is that we can go do stuff that wouldn't work on Lore Lodge. And since this isn't a primary source of income for us or content, we can post it there. Like on the 24th, we're going to be doing a night at Penhurst Asylum. We're probably going to do it in a way that I can work it into a video essay. But, like, the full investigation could go up over here as a different video.
Yeah.
The idea is to go in there and kind of see what we can see, collect information, and then put that into a video essay as basically me citing the evidence and then showing you clips of what happened. But the actual investigation, like doing it Ghost Hunter style, that could go up on a channel like this. But see, we're at 7:45.
Yes.
Do we want to start? I saw there were a lot of super chats.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good move to start switching over. Let's go over. Also, for those of you who
refresh that, I want to see what it's at.
Yep. 500 maybe? Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
And then wait, have you been subscribing to Silver Retention as well? 300, I'll take it. Let's go. If we could get both to 1,000 by the end of the night, that'd be all time.
Both channels to 1,000 subs by the end of the night, that would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Silver Retention has a video for you to watch.
It does have a video.
So there's that. There's new ones coming out. So yeah, at Silver Retention, at the Lore Lads, if you can get it to 1,000, maybe we'll think of a treat.
We'll finally do the sexy calendar.
There it is. There we go. But for the meantime, yeah,
We'll
let's
do it
go.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're gonna look real sexy. Yeah.
Ooh, that would not be a good plan.
No.
I eat way too much this weekend.
Yeah. Anyway, do we want to start now and work backward, or start at the beginning and work for? There's so many.
Let's start now and work backwards.
Okay.
That went better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, so anyone going forward, be aware that we might not get to it, but we have 45 minutes, so we might get to it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is that's part of the reason that we're still going to do a live show every month is to do this part, and
Yes.
the whole episode will be this part.
Yes. Considering we can both see them now, do you still want me to read them, or
Yeah, we can go in,
back and forth?
back and forth.
Yeah, all right. Well, you want to do the first one?
I mean, the first one is from Waffles Cowpig. What a name for $2. Hello, glorious lore lads. Praise be unto the milk. I must agree. I had a glass of milk this morning.
Praise be.
I was actually at my place, and my parents came by to drop some stuff off, and I was having some cookies, and I had a glass of milk. I just whip out my big old jug, and my stepdad's like, "Man, you're still into milk, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, good for your bones. I haven't
Bone
broken any
juice.
bones in a while.
There you go.
Bone juice."
It is the bone juice.
Dr. Glorfindel, that's Ethan. He said, "Long live the Lore Lodge. Can't wait for phase 3." He was actually here while we filmed the most recent video.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was awesome. And then Agamemnon's Gym Bag, who somebody said very much is a name we haven't seen in quite a
Yeah.
while, saying your video on the fits was done well, was done great work. Here's some money. Thank you very much. Saya.
He also gave it to us for 1776, which we must acknowledge.
We must. It is awesome.
Speaking of Tucker, do y'all have opinions on Nick Fuentes? The first time I ever got dragged on Twitter by a large account was because I said somebody should punch Nick Fuentes in the mouth.
Part of the reason I brought up doing Crossfire today was because I literally said to him, we can't let him radicalize the Christian or the
We
conservative
can't-
base that
We
much.
cannot let Nick Fuentes be Ben Shapiro for Gen Alpha.
No, that's not. It's
Cannot be allowed.
No, like
Like, it'll be a very bad thing.
yes, and I don't even know if there's anybody on the left right now who even fits the role of anybody that would be at the Daily or anything like that.
No.
And that's the thing is I haven't. The closest I can think of is Ezra Klein, but I think most.
Not the same.
That's the thing. Most.
Hassan Piker is the
That's a
big
good
name,
point.
but Hassan Piker likes to shock his dog. So
Oh, he's gonna show up in this chat now because you said that. Because apparently,
summoned.
anytime you say a streamer's name on a video, they show up.
yeah, no. I cannot stand Nick Fuentes. I think unfortunately, he's gotten smarter in recent years about how he talks, so that he doesn't seem as awful as he actually is. I remember, back in my day, I remember him saying that interracial relationships were akin to bestiality. He's not going to say that now, because you can't say that.
Yeah,
He did say that like 5 years ago. I remember it happening.
Yeah.
I saw it happen. I remember seeing the clip going around and being like, good Lord, man. This is a guy who has been off of every social media platform for a while now. And while I respect Elon Musk when he bought Twitter, basically unbanning everybody who had been banned for violating like the hate speech policy and stuff like that, because Twitter was very overzealous and one-sided about that back in the day. I do think that you can't unban those people and then just ignore them. Like, they will come back. I don't know what happened to Tucker. I'm not shocked. I do think Tucker is not averse to being a grifter. I remember he did an episode of Ben Shapiro's Sunday Special a few years back, where the gist I got from it is that Tucker Carlson understands that he's an elitist.
Oh yeah, he openly said he was like, I am a bit of elitist.
Yeah. So I'm not totally surprised. I'm not surprised that he's willing to just lead into the grift. I'm a little surprised at how far he's willing to go.
Mm-hmm.
I also, Candace Owens needs to jump off a bridge. Oh my God. I cannot stand that woman. The first time I met her, I remember being like, you are awful. She now she keeps talking about how she and Charlie Kirk were best friends, and I don't think they've been seen together since 2022.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember when I was at a party that they were also at, and don't ask about my past.
We all change and grow.
I was at a party that they happened. I was at the party. I was there accidentally. I didn't know. I was just finding out now. But no, I was at this. I accidentally ended up at a party at the Trump Hotel back in like 2018. I was wearing a "Don't Tread on Me" baseball tee with a blazer over it, black jeans and dress shoes. I was not expecting to be at this party. But I did see Candace and Charlie there, and Charlie kept wanting to talk to people and like mingle and be about and network, and Candace just kept dragging him over like away from everybody so she could monopolize him.
Yeah.
It was very weird. It was very uncomfortable. I did not like it. So it's don't like her either. Don't like her. Don't like Fuentes. Not a fan of what Tucker Carlson's up to.
Everybody at the Daily Wire is just kind of
Yeah.
rough.
Is Clavin doing okay?
He's in a sinking ship. I hope he jumps.
Yeah.
He's got a great voice. I'll give him
He does
that.
have a great voice.
Yeah, and then I mean, Ezra Klein's a good like classic Democrat who really is kind of unproblematic. He's not really doing anything wrong other than people getting mad at him for, I guess, being too mainstream now.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then I don't follow Destiny or Hassan or H3.
He's gone completely nuts.
Has he?
Oh yeah. That guy is off the rails.
The only thing I started following him more right before the election because he kept showing up on other things that I watched.
Mhm.
That was all I ever saw of him. And then the whole other thing
I think
happened.
he's on drugs.
That's fair.
Like I saw some clips from his Jubilee thing where he was doing the meth mouth movement thing.
Mm,
He was like constantly, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're on something.
yeah.
You're on something.
Could just be a hell of a lot of like ADHD meds.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah. So that's kind of our thing, is it seems like there's not really a lot of good people who are talking about anything in the US right now.
So the goal is to, if we go down that road, we want to produce a show that brings back normalcy and honesty and respect and dialogue instead of just the mudslinging that's been going on for as long as you and I have been adults.
Yeah.
It doesn't help anybody. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, it gets the views, but it's not helping anybody. And I think that I have been seeing some stuff in the trends and content that I think people are desperate for a return to normalcy
Yeah.
and a return to honest dialogue and just getting rid of the extremism and everything and just being straight up with each other and not demonizing each other and trying to find ways. Because the fact of the matter is almost all of us agree on, the outcome we want. We want everybody to be happy, healthy. We want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We want that to be something that everybody has. And I think that the way we get there is by having honest conversations, not by doing everything else. So, yeah. What are we on now?
Oh, yes. Okay, so Gom says, been watching since summer of 2022. Really sad to hear the Aidens are getting divorced. Can I have 3 FlexiBot chairs in the divorce? I will mourn the broken household the lodge will become. Wendosi.
No, we're not getting divorced. We're not stopping any, just for anybody who's just recently showed up in the chat. We're launching a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, and the new stuff,
basically the phase 3 announcement.
the new stuff is the Lore Lads channel, which is at the Lore Lads on YouTube if you search it.
And Silver Retention.
And Silver Retention at Silver Retention. That's my movie channel. This is going to be our podcast channel.
Yes, so this show will be pre-recorded from this point on with a monthly Q&A live stream.
Yes, and we were saying if we're able to get to 1,000 on each today, then maybe you'll get a treat. We haven't disclosed that treat.
We haven't disclosed the treat.
Don't rewind.
Don't rewind.
Don't
rewind.
There's no promises that have been made this episode.
Were made.
Yeah, so we're at 513 on Lore Lads, and we're at 350.
Nice. That was 65 in the last few minutes. Let's
Nice.
go.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and
70.
Yeah, nice.
We're doing pretty good here. You guys might actually force us to do that thing.
Yep, that thing that we totally didn't commit to.
The other thing too is that my personal channel, Aiden Mattis, is probably going to become a full-fledged gaming channel, which will be rebranded. But there will be a lot more content over there for those of you who are into gaming stuff. It won't just be me. It'll be me and the guys I stream with, the LAN lads, as we call ourselves.
Yep.
So
I occasionally show up, but he streams rather late sometimes.
Yeah. Don't use the link in the description. For some reason, YouTube decided to change it.
Yeah, just put it in the search bar of a new tab.
Yeah. Or go to our homepage. It's up there on the Redacted Network
Yep.
section.
RB Irrigation Installer for 1066 says, also, my now 4Loko obsessed bro with history degrees is looking for a side gig. He currently researches and writes for a political publication. Any chance y'all be interested in seeing his resume?
Yeah, send it in.
Yes.
Have him send it in. Let's see. Alex Tori for 20. Thank you. Said there's our irrigation was 1066.
Oh yeah.
Good year. No, bad year. Bad year. That's when the French got there. I like that. Alex Katori said there's a documentary that is amazing on 9/11. Can't remember the name, but it follows some of the firefighters doing a different documentary on firefighters, and they managed to catch 9/11 happening on the ground in real time. That is nuts.
Well, that's Have you ever seen that video clip?
No.
It's the only video clip that we have of the first plane hitting the first tower.
Oh, then yeah, I think I have seen it. Then.
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing like a test within the sewers or the steam vents or whatever, and then they heard the sound of the engines of the airliner, and the guy points up the camera, and it's nuts. And then, interesting. Techno Didgeridoo for $20. Thank you very much.
What a name.
That is incredible. Says, hey guys, question at the end. Been watching since early TikTok days. Love the progress.
Oh, thank you.
You guys got me through school. What is your knowledge of any cryptids specific to northern Utah? And do you have hopes of visiting? I've been to Utah, but I'm going to let him answer.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, I can't think of northern Utah specific cryptids, but I definitely do want to visit Utah. I think we're going to be driving through there on our way to Colorado next year. We're gonna drive through Utah on our way out to California. So yeah, I will do some digging into that for specific things. I want to get back into doing. Here's the thing I'm apprehensive about. I was like, all right, let's dip our toes back into cryptids, and then nobody watched the Mothman video. This is what I mean. This is why we kind of have to figure out why we're branching out a little bit and making new channels, is so that I can put the right stuff in the right place.
Yep.
But yes, that is something I can look into for you. If you have any specific stories you want me to look into too, you'd have to scroll back a little bit. I'll try and post this in a place that it's a little bit more obvious, but I do have a Google form that is a tip line for people to submit ideas, along with any sources they can give me to start with. And the idea behind that too is not just for me to be able to go there, but then once I vet people and bring them in as research assistants, because we're doing it on a contract basis, where if you give me a bibliography, I'll pay you $250. If you give me an outline, I'll pay you $500. If you give me a script, a rough draft of a script, I'll give you $750. And if you give me a script that I don't have to edit, it's $1,000. Nobody's given me a script yet. I've had outlines, I've had bibliographies. Nobody's given me a script.
Yep.
But the idea is kind of that way I can build a team of research assistants, and then they will have access to a spreadsheet which has all of the ideas, all of the sources, and then they can just kind of go pick and choose what they want to do, hand me a bibliography or an outline, and then I can write the video, do the research and everything, write the video, and it goes up, and that way I'm spending 2 days on it, not a full week. You're getting the same, because again, the reason we don't put out more content, or the reason we have to put out a limited amount of content is, yes, I have a week to write each video, but 2 days of that is research. 2 days of that is writing. Writing a 20 to 30 page essay in 2 days is not an easy task.
No.
So the hope is that I can kind of cut down the research time to 1 day, have 3 days to write instead of 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to read that guy?
Oh, what do you say?
Sir Half-Inch.
Sir Half-Inch for 5 says, yes, the Battlefield live streams. The entertainment from hearing the Zach Bagans voice while watching Mattis fly a helicopter. That is what, that is a great advertisement for the gaming streams, because you're going to see one of, 3 main things. You're going to see me just being silly and goofy. Are you pulling up the channel?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, that one you can just search Aiden Mattis.
Yeah.
It has, almost 10,000 subscribers. Been doing that a while. That's, I don't know. Yeah.
There we go.
I need a new profile picture. Ancient. And also AI, and we don't believe in that.
Yeah.
That was back when AI was fun.
Yeah.
It's back when it was like, oh my God, you can upload pictures of yourself and have it make a new version of you. And now it's scary.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna replace that with a picture of me.
At the Aiden Mattis, if you want to find him, At Silver Retention if you want to find me. At the Lore Lads if you want to find us.
That was weird.
That was good.
I'll do that again.
No, that was great.
But yeah, on the gaming channel, right now it's a lot of Battlefield. But that's the thing is if you're watching me play a shooter game like that, you're going to get one of three things. Either I'm going to be a silly goose, or you'll see me go on an absolute tear like once and then be a mediocre player the rest of the stream. Or you'll see me having my own Requise moment. I have a Requise moment like at least once per stream.
What is a Requise moment? While you search that, James Knapp says, please read my super chat that was late 2 weeks ago. I don't know where it is, but we will in the next Q&A.
Yeah, give me 1 second because I was not paying attention. To answer the question of what is the Requise moment, dude, why is it that when I flash somebody, it's like I just slapped them in the face with a fucking napkin from a little kid's birthday party, but when I get flash, it's like some big brolic black dude named Requise pulled a bedsheet up around my head and just proceeds to skull fuck me! Because it's spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die! The classic, I think that was
I have in fact heard this before.
It was FaZe Jev, yeah. I have one of those moments basically every stream.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I allow myself to have that moment.
And you know what? I will say, I played with him on his birthday. Easy. I played Battlefield with him on his birthday, and he has those moments even when he's not streaming. So he's not performing on live. He just is that personality.
Trash Panda, so here's the funny thing. I was actually talking to him about the reaction commentary streams earlier and what to do with those, because I do want to bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know where to put them. So that I might do those live, unlist them, and then upload them as videos.
Are we doing a separate Lore Lodge live channel?
That was oh my god. Live Lodge.
Yeah, the Live Lodge.
But no, I was thinking that would be something that I could record those live. And maybe I'll go back to streaming them on Twitch. Downloading them and uploading the VOD to
oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So I'll do the live reaction stuff probably over on Twitch. Because I'm already Twitch associate or whatever over there. I just haven't posted in forever. Download those and then upload those to Lore Lads.
Nice. Kellen says, I had to click it a few times to get it to work. Looks like a YouTube issue. Yeah, so just for clarification, everybody, new our channel, The Lore Lads. If you search at The Lore Lads on the YouTube search bar, you will find it. At Silver Retention, just at Silver Retention on the search channel or panel, you will find it. And then for his personal channel, just at the Aiden Mattis, and you will find it. And he plays many games and does many fun things
also, there. I'm curious, what's the number at?
Let's see, 9.42.
Nice. Nobody cares.
Well, to be fair,
it's a bigger number.
yes, it's a much bigger number. Where are we at? 391 for this. Any fun? 402. Nice.
Go.
And then for the Lore Lads, 625, 638. Nice. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
And I'm so glad that you guys are like down with us doing this.
Yeah, that you have no idea how helpful that is.
Yeah, it is so much less stressful.
Yes.
The Quiplash thing was definitely we're going to be doing more Quiplash because people had fun with that.
Yeah, and it's fun for us too. So, do you want to read this one?
Thoughts on missing boy Darius McDougal and the sudden death of his stepsister, who was present at his disappearance? Oh, I've never heard of it, but that seems like something to bring up.
We will absolutely be writing it down. And then James Knapp is a member of 13 months. Thank you very much.
Darius McDougal.
Let me double check. Yes. And stepsister. Also, I will let you.
Oh, this is recent.
Oh, really? How recent are we talking?
September.
Whoa.
Oh, God. It's in Alberta. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why it's unsolved. Yeah.
Nobody's going to find that kid.
Yeah. Orbi Irrigation Installer has one specifically for you, and then there's one for me after that, so it works out.
Okay. Twunk Aiden, we missed you at Warped. I know. I wanted to go so much. I introduced my sheltered bro with all the history degrees to Fort Loke. Would have loved to see you debate his drunk ass of the effects on the little hats on Europe. Oh my god.
What does that mean?
Little hats.
The little hats. Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's a lot of things that people are going to react to on this if they do.
Yeah.
None the least, what do we got here? Aaron says, will Thornberry please do a video on Signs for his new channel? I've always wanted to see a deep dive into that film. I'm absolutely down. So I have created...
I am 2 degrees of separation away from M. Night Shyamalan. I can try to get him for you.
I'm 1 degree of separation away, theoretically.
Well, I mean, like, I know a guy who knows a guy who...
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. That'd be fun. I think that'd be great. I would love to do that. Also, yeah, I mean, I have a gentle schedule for the next 2 years, and I'm going to be pairing things with anniversaries and new releases. So I will look into Signs, because if it fits in, I will absolutely do it. When the channel gets big enough and I don't have to do that, I'll just do whatever I want or whatever you guys want to see the most. But for now, to help growth, got to be a little bit more strategic. But yeah, I've actually never fully watched Signs yet, believe it or not. I've seen a number of Shyamalan movies. That is not one that I've seen in its entirety. I have watched the Nostalgia Critic review of it multiple times because it's entertaining. But yeah, totally down to give that a shot.
I'll just answer some people I'm seeing in the chat. Nothing happened. We are just launching phase 3 of the Lore Lodge. This podcast is moving on to its own channel, basically, where it will be pre-recorded so that we can have more guests and we can organize things better. And then we will still do a live stream every month that will be totally Q&A. It'll be 100% Q&A, probably like 2 hours, maybe 3. Depending on what is needed. But that'll allow us to kind of refocus our resources to be where they need to be and have our timing streamlined in a little bit more of an efficient way. This show used to be on Sunday.
Yeah, remember? Oh my God, yeah.
Our schedule used to be so ridiculous that we would record. I would write the video Saturday, we record it Sunday, and then do this show.
Yes. Yeah, when we both still had full-time jobs and were like trying to launch this for the first year.
I'm not dyeing my hair blue again.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
I'd do it for 5,000 subscribers on the Lore Lads tonight. But yeah,
there we go.
If you want to catch the new channel, it's the Lore Lads. You just go youtube.com/@thelorelads. Right there.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Back to the questions.
Yes. You're up next with Danny Elliott.
Danny Elliott for 10 Canadian said, love the ideas for the future of the channel. Thank you. Just a nitpick about the EFG vid. Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah, I know. Sault Ste. Marie is Sault Saint. I figured since the first part was pronounced the French way, the word saint would be Sault Ste. Marie. It's Sault Ste. Marie. I hate that. At the same time, half of it's in Michigan and half of it's in Canada, so I guess it makes sense that the term is half and half.
Oh no!
Not 666 subscribers. Quick, somebody subscribe or somebody unsubscribe.
There we go. 668. Nice.
Okay, go back to the live stream.
Yep.
The other one was Mishipicotton. Yeah. Not Coton. Okay, yeah, thank you. We need to go back and release the cut of me trying to say that word for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we should just put that on Patreon.
Yeah, because it's and that's the other thing that I want to do is I want to start getting bloopers up onto Patreon.
Yeah.
But like, I'm literally saying like
Yeah.
Just I couldn't get it out.
Yeah. Rough but fun. What is TFE?
TFE. I'm not sure. Oh, probably the Fat Electrician.
Oh, right, yeah.
Modern art and fall of communism. See, here's the thing is I probably agree with Nick on most things. So I think I'll have to chat with him and be like, let's find something we disagree on.
Yeah. Or you just do classic debate style and one of you takes a stance and the other of you takes the opposite and then just have fun with it. I know you can.
Especially because then I get to say things that I don't even mean.
Exactly.
That's my favorite thing to do. Have you heard of the Hellier TV show here or on YT or on Prime? I think I've heard the name. I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, I have not heard of it.
Thank you, subscriber number 682.
Nice. Thank you. Pseudo Legend says, thank you, lads, for all the good times. The streams always make the crappy Mondays less crappy. The Friday videos are always the best way to start the weekend. Keep it up and much love. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're not. That's the thing is the content will
the link
continue.
in the description is broken, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It worked when I posted it.
Yeah. Just search at the Lore Lads, at Silver Retention, at the Aiden Mattis.
Yeah.
For all of the things worth checking out that is not the Lore Lodge.
Exactly.
And History Unhinged, but most of you probably already know that one. But yes, just as a reminder, the content will continue, in a slightly different format. Probably same day release, just for consistency.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep releasing these on Monday at 7 p.m.
So, just to keep a little bit of consistency.
You'll have Lodge to start and end your week.
Who could want anything more? Maybe
House.
Food,
shelter.
Medicare.
We're probably not at the base of Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
No, we're somewhere up the ladder.
Might be like the second level, though.
Yeah.
First level, food, shelter. Second level is Lodge.
Yep. Third level, friend.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't memorized Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
No. I haven't taken a psych class since college.
While.
Yep. Want to take it away from James.
The link works for you if you're pure of heart.
Those who are worthy get to use the link. That's great. See, and this is the prime example of why we still want to do at least one Q&A live every month, because we do enjoy this.
Yeah, this is fun. It's just stressful.
Yeah, we just need the time.
Basically every single week, I've been looking at him like, what are we talking about tonight?
Yeah.
So not having to connect it directly to this channel is going to be really helpful.
Yeah, well, because it used to be partially that we would do, especially early on in the first couple years, we would do, okay, so what are our opinions on the topic that we covered the previous week? But now, because it's so much more long form and it's our primary job, there's
a 20-minute video.
Yeah, that's the thing is we don't really have much to add beyond what he's already said. And my take's not going to be worth a whole lot because I didn't do the research for the video. I just listened to his presentation like all of you.
Exactly.
Well, and I was editing it, but you want to take it away from James here?
James Hirota said, I think the UFO topic and all the involved cases and stories and lore might be a phenomenal series. Lots and lots of material, too, and I think you do an incredible job. You also still must get Dr. Jeff Meldrum on to talk Bigfoot. I can't get Jeff Meldrum on to talk Bigfoot. He has passed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I do want to look into his work because I am interested in it. As for UFOs, prime reason that I'm trying to get to the point where I'm not doing all of the writing for every single video.
There's so much.
Yeah, if I can get to a point where I have 2 weeks or at least 10 days, I guess I would have 10 days, but even 7 or 8 days to write each video, that seriously increases the, for the last few videos we've done, I've had to read an entire book in 2 days.
Plus, I just had an idea. We could utilize the new format of the Lore Lads to have guests on relevant to topics that you want to do a deep dive on. So, if we had, by grace of God, Bob Lazar on before you did the UFO video, you can use that as a source.
To actually ask him questions.
Exactly. So that then you could use in the Friday video for a more holistic and complete narrative of what exactly it was.
Yes.
But this is kind of how our lives go. Even if we're just hanging out on a Friday night at a bar, we
end up working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't stop. Our
can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to do UFOs. Every time I've sat down and tried to do a UFO story, I'm like, I need more than 5 days.
Yep.
I was looking at Roswell. I'm like, I need 6 weeks.
Yeah, we were going to do that back in June, and then he got one day and he was like, I can't. It's just too much, yeah. Flaw says, man, I guess I really should have been there in March of last year, and I hope it goes well for you guys on the second channel. Thank you very much. I mean, you could always show up for a Q&A.
What was March?
Remember when he came up?
Oh, yeah.
And because they wanted to do guest on live show, but it just didn't work. Arbor Irrigation, member of 18.
For excuses, grab a Ouija board and have him on. We don't need ghosts in the lodge.
They're already here.
Probably a ghost in the lodge.
Yeah.
That's who clogged the toilets.
Probably.
We had poopy water in the lodge.
Oh yeah, guys. It's
The basement was in a state.
So I came over to set up for recording on Friday, and a sync, like, P-trap was leaking. And so I got a new one, and it was still leaking. So I called our landlord, and I said, hey, this sink's leaking. And he was like, have you looked in the basement? And I said, why would I look in the basement? And he was like, because there's probably a clog in the sewer system. And then I went in the basement. You guys ever been to Yellowstone and seen Old Faithful? Imagine it brown.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, that was great. Unfortunately, insurance isn't going to cover that, so yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Are they really not? What are we paying them for?
Because that's not a standard thing for renter's insurance. That should be covered under insurance of the owner. So.
Does his insurance cover it?
Yeah, but it's not in the contract.
His insurance covers. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We can chat with him. Nonetheless.
To pay the deductible. But.
Yeah. We'll see. He's nice enough. I'm sure we can have a discussion about it. But anyway, Kellen says, Mayor Pete. I guarantee he'll be back on.
We can get Mayor Pete back on.
Yeah.
Why do I have to? Seth is a human says, praise the gun, bussy.
I mean, you didn't have to read it, but.
You did.
Yeah. You can read the next one, too.
Tyler Dalrymple says, I've been here for every live show since you were talking about Wendigos in the national parks. Feels like the end of an era. Much love, lads. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, like, even to us, it kind of feels the same way, but we don't want it to, because realistically, everything that we're doing for this show will continue in a mildly different format on the new channel.
Yeah.
This is just to allow the channel for this kind of content and the Lore Lodge video essay channel style content to grow in a more holistic and beneficial way for everybody involved.
That is the other thing that I think we should probably be clear about is the impetus for this was not us going, how do we make more money? It was us going, why is the channel doing weirdly not well?
Yeah.
Like what's going on here? And what we realized is that YouTube seems to have made an algorithmic change where channels that do both live and uploaded content don't do very well. So they've kind of forced us into this position, and so we're making lemonade.
Yep. Had to reload. Hang on.
Where we end up?
Right here.
There we go.
Yep. So Caster says original topics would be good. Also, because lately here it looks like everyone covers the same topics. Parentheses. I'm with WB. Yeah, we're Bible with Wendigoon. That was original and hard to copy.
Yeah.
We still plan on doing more things on Weird Bible. That was part of the conversation that we had today. Today was a big day for strategy at the Lodge.
Yeah.
We're planning on bringing more things to Weird Bible. It's just part of the reason we've held off is because we really wanted it to remain a full 50-50 partnership with Wendigoon. And we didn't want to proceed forward without him, but he is so busy developing like his companies that he just doesn't have the time. So we're at a position now where it's like, okay, well, he officially kind of is not able to do it to the level that we want. He's cool with us continuing to move forward.
He said he'd like to get back to doing it. He just doesn't know when he can.
Exactly. So instead of it just being that on the channel, that will be one of a variety of different pieces of content that you'll get on Weird Bible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alec Tori said, you guys have come a long way in the last few years. Love the amount of work you put into videos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we definitely, things are different now than they were a few years ago, which is great. But, trying to figure out how to grow and not stagnate.
Yeah, and that's very important, especially with the way the world is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, just as another reminder for those who may have just popped in, we are announcing a new channel. The new channel is The Lore Lads, at The Lore Lads on YouTube. We are now sitting at... oh, nice. 728, thank you very much.
In a weird way, by doing more work, we're going to be doing less work.
Exactly, yeah. It's just, again, enhancing efficiency here at the Lodge.
Yeah.
But yeah, and in addition to at The Lore Lads on YouTube for where this channel or this version of the content on this channel is going to be moving to in a slightly different format, we've also got Silver Retention, my film channel where I'm going to be talking about how movies were made, which is now at 435 subscribers. Thank you very much, everybody. And for those of you who are unaware, Mattis has his own channel.
I do games most of the time.
It is called
at gaming.
The Aiden Mattis. It's a good time. It's good fun. Occasionally I'm on there as well, if you care. But yeah, the primary thing, if you even care, but the primary thing is that if you like this show, it's going to continue
It's just going to be there,
instead of here
and it'll be at the same time.
at the Lore Lads. Wow, that was fast. That was 10 in seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, so at the Lore Lads, at Silver Retention, at the Aiden Mattis,
And then, of course, Lorelai.
and then, of course, Lore Lodge. Where a real cartel pilot asks, or more says, Weird Bible on the Philistines and the golden butt pains in the maid costume. Name your price. I would so be curious to see what the price is for that.
200 foreskins. You want a biblical... You want a biblical appearance, you're going to get a biblical payment.
The problem, no, you can't say that.
Don't give me 200 foreskins.
There you go, because somebody would do it.
Yeah.
Gomb would do
I
it.
don't need those.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do with those.
Maybe-
Actually, probably make skin cream.
Instead of 200 foreskins, how about like 2,000 more subscribers to at the Lore Lads on YouTube? Or 20,000. Or
What he means
200,000.
by the golden butt pains. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Let me think about the price.
and the context of the price.
Price is going to be a lot higher than the price used to be.
Yeah, that's fair. In the meantime, Roll Tide 777. Interesting
Roll
spelling.
Tide 77.
I know, it's just the spelling.
I know.
Yeah. First time being able to catch one of these live. Just wanted to thank you boys for teaching me a whole lot that I've never heard before.
Thank you.
Long liveth the lodge. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
I'm glad we were able to provide you with information you found useful. Oh, the next one.
Yes.
Trybeard says, how's it going, lads? Have you heard of the It's Based Game Jams? We'd love to have you on as judges next year. More info on dates and availability. We're on X. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to see what it is, but I could be interested. It's Based Game Jams?
Yes.
What is the Twitter? It's Based?
It's good to know. We're going to find out. In the meantime, Shepard says, but how do these changes affect the cult? Realistically, they don't. The cult is still the cult. Ranch. Cult. Cult
Is it,
ranch.
I guess it's probably this.
That would be my guess, yeah.
Yes, I'll give it a follow if that's you guys. DM me.
Yeah. But yeah, no. In Minecraft, the cult will not change.
No.
So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Moving on.
James Hirota said, been with you, Jensen, summer 2022. Oh, wow. Thank you. You guys deserve all the success. Aw. Should have joined the channel years ago, but better late than never. Appreciated. We appreciate it.
Your views are enough.
Your views are enough.
Anything else is a bonus. Thank you.
Yes.
Also,
Speaking
if
of bonus, there is bonus content on Patreon.
yes. But also if
The
the
bonus content doesn't really go up here. It goes up on Patreon.
yes,
Um,
for reasons that you can probably surmise.
Yeah.
Also, if for whatever reason the economy collapses in 6 to 8 months, we will understand if you can no longer support on Patreon
Yes,
and things
yeah.
like that.
and as always, feel free. Like, the videos are on here for free for a reason. On
Yes.
Patreon, they're ad free.
Yes.
That's the big difference. But the videos are free. If you want to contribute and you can contribute, we really appreciate it. But don't go out of your way. Don't spend money you don't have to contribute to us.
Yes.
We're doing all right.
You and your family come first. We appreciate anything you give. Never feel obligated. Moving on. Gomb says, Mattis, you said I shouldn't have a cult. Too bad.
You shouldn't. Dom of all people should not. Hobo Sam for 21 for 1,001 for $10.01. Words. I have to say, thank the Lord, I live where, rather than the gales of November making you ask where the love of God goes, I get winter's gentle whispers of "I'm coming."
You understand why I stutter sometimes when I read these.
I was like, who? Not enough punctuation in there threw me off. But
I'm glad to know it's not just me. All these years later, I thought I was dyslexic.
No. I miss winter personally.
Same.
I miss getting a foot or two of snow. I would go sledding again in a heartbeat.
Oh my God, yeah. I miss having to shovel.
Yeah. So I just love how the landscape changes. Also, that thing loves the snow.
Yeah.
Archie, put your tongue back in your mouth. It's touching the floor, dude.
It's not the worst thing it's ever touched.
He looks up at it. It just looks so dumb.
It's just like, I wish.
Come here, buddy.
Yeah, now it's back in.
No, it's not. Okay, now it is, but here we go. Here's the bubby.
The
Here's
bubby,
the little guy.
the little fella.
Hi to the people.
Oh, it is still out a little bit. Not as much as it was.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yep.
It's out. Oh, wait. Oops, wrong way. Oh. Okay.
Amazing.
He's such a special guy.
He really is. Hobo Sam 21 says, I have to say, thank the Lord I live where rather than. Oh, wait, no, you just did that one. Yeah. 8-Bit Sarda for $5 says, I just wanted to thank you for costing me $70. You introduced me to my favorite band, Sabaton, and they're going to be in Salt Lake City next February.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we're probably also going to see them at the Philadelphia date in
Yeah.
March. So,
Yeah, it should be fun. Wait, Kellen says there were the flat Earth crash outs, but those were totally deserved because my gods were those people dumber than the concept of flat Earth.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
tough.
that was a fun time.
Crashed out a little bit about flat Earth. Thor said, "Hey Aiden, I got my mom your coffee for Mother's Day. Now she's out and is shaking me down for where I got it from. Wish me luck. I'm glad. I meant to bring a thing of the coffee over so I could have it on the desk for this. That's the nice thing is since we'll probably be shooting those episodes earlier in the day, we can sponsor our own show with coffee.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, that'd be really fun,
If
actually.
you haven't tried our coffee, by the way, I think it should be linked in the description. It's from Tableau Roasting Co.
Should be.
Tableau is spelled Tablow. It's good. Like, it's not, I say this a lot in the videos, it's not something I picked off of a shelf.
Yeah.
Like, I designed that coffee. I had a conversation with the roaster. I said, here's what I want. I want these specific beans, these specific regions. I want this one at this specific temperature.
Yeah.
Like, I know my coffee. My dad, I was basically conceived in a coffee shop. Like, I have been doing coffee since I was a baby. So, I know my coffee. If you like coffee, it's good. It's a medium roast because I wanted to go with something that everyone could enjoy.
Yep.
It is on the darker side, but it tastes like a light.
Yeah, I mean, we here at the lodge, we make it into both espresso and drip.
Yes.
And like Mattis was saying, that was kind of the point. It's really the only coffee we drink anymore, other than
It works with cream. It works without cream. His feet.
literal child.
He's such a good boy.
Literal child.
His tongue is out again, by the way.
Look at his face. Child.
He's so good. He loves this too.
He does.
He loves me.
Look at him just like looking up at you.
Yep.
Like, hello, papa.
That's the face that made me go, yeah, I'm taking you home. This is the exact face he gave me the first time I held him.
Yeah. What a champ.
Oh boy.
Love it. Keelan Coates says, just wanted to say I appreciate all the hard work that you both put into the videos and the streams. They made my bi-weekly 15-hour drive easier this summer. What are you doing? Are you a trucker?
A long drive. Thank you, but wow. Elena de Howler Werewolf Queen says, one, I'd love to see you do something with Red Web. I gotta look into what Red Web is.
Yep.
But I can look into it. And two, I found a book that I think would help you with your work. What's your mailing address? It is 10 North Main Street, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Do not come here. We have cameras and guns. You can send things here, but do not come here.
Unless you've been invited.
If you've been invited, please feel free to come by.
Yes.
If you haven't been, there are people who have sent me death threats, and I will not hesitate to defend myself with lethal force.
Yes. And then also in terms of things that we need to look into, you should look into the Lore Lads on YouTube. It's at the Lore Lads. It's going to be where this show is migrating to for the sake of the algorithm. Also, we have at the Silver Retention if you want to learn how movies were made. Or sorry, at Silver Retention. I'm mixed that and at the Aiden Mattis, which is Mattis's channel. Oh yeah, here we go. Large screen. So at the Aiden Mattis for his gaming and all of his fun escapades. At Silver Retention if you want to see me talk about movies. And then if you want us both, then come find us at the Lore Lads.
Yeah.
because that's where this show will be.
Also, the Aiden Mattis channel might not transition to a gaming channel. It might transition to a commentary channel, and then we start a new gaming channel. I really don't know. I've been meaning to do like a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning kind of stream. The reason behind Monday morning was like basically for picking topics. Ah, nice. Yeah, so maybe I'll I'll try and finally do those Monday morning streams.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Necessarily picked a topic for this week yet, so
there you go.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Nice. So yes, at the Lore Lads, if you want to see this show in the future in a slightly different format, at Silver Retention for movies with me, and at the Aiden Mattis for what he was just discussing. But back to your questions. The next one being, well, it's I believe that's James Hirota saying that he is a member.
Don't do that.
What did Ethan say?
I'm doing a shot every time the Aiden's plugged new channels.
That's a bad plan. That's like Mattis's "you sub I drink" and it never goes well.
It always goes well.
Incredible. So James Hirota is a new member. Thank you. Kellen's been a member for 19 months.
Butt pains is hemorrhoids.
That'll do it. Where is that in the Bible?
Great question.
Yeah. And then Nick Vetter for $100.
Amanda, morning is a relative term. But maybe I'll start getting up at 9:30.
That's fair. $100 from Nick Vetter. Thank you very much. Says, keep it up. I love your interest in Native American history and lore. As someone from the St. Louis area, a video on Cahokia would be sick.
That is definitely coming when I have time to do a video on the Mississippians.
Nice. Also,
let's see. Michael Elmore said, also, my fiance and I are looking at the Colorado trip as an early honeymoon. Would there be vegetarian options for the food? Asking for the fiance. Yes. Definitely check and see if there are still spots. I think there are 2. But definitely make that decision quickly. I have to approve everybody. I think there's only 9 people signed up out of 11 right now. So I will keep a lookout for your name. And I will try not to approve any new people. I'll give you like a week or 2. But if we start to have people coming through and we don't see any signups from you, then I will have to go with whoever signs up first.
Fair. And then Michael Elmore said, also, the Cryptid Codex has gotten much larger / better than I anticipated. Would it be possible for me to ask the Discord for voluntary credited assistance?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Corinne von Drachen. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. Opinions on Sabaton's Legends album. And History Unhinged on the Winged Hussars. I think we can easily just do a History Unhinged episode that is going through various Sabaton songs.
Yeah, we could probably make that several episodes.
We could do that for every album.
Yeah.
I would love to have Sabaton on.
That's the goal. We're trying to grow to do stuff like that.
I did actually get Sabaton to respond to me asking them to cover. God, what was it? It was years ago. The song. I can't remember what song though.
I can't remember either.
But they responded to me on Twitter. It was kind of funny. Or I was me.
Yep.
I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I have like 3 albums I need to listen to that just came out, but I've been meaning to get to that one.
A real cartel pilot is telling us to go to the gym, and don't worry, I'm going there after this show.
Working on it. This is starting to feel better.
Yep.
Today I was able to lift something.
I'm trying to drop 2 pounds before I know I'm going to gain 5 over the Thanksgiving week at Kat's parents' place.
This week is my I gotta cut weight week.
Yep.
Today I had soup and bread.
Yep. That is also what I had today.
Nice. Ow.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was my fault.
No, I know. Pseudo Legend?
Pseudo Legend for $4.99 said, long time since last Mothman update, but he broke out and is trying to use his golden moth meanus.
Please send the NPS Rangers. Amazing. Well, if
you might need more than just the National Park Service, you might need the other rangers.
You might need some of the information from our last video on the Lore Lodge.
Oh, a Sabaton cover of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald would go hard.
That would go like
I gotta make that happen.
Insanely hard.
No. Swear to God, if it's a scam call, should I take it?
No.
Because you know I'm gonna.
Because I know what you're gonna say.
You know there will be hate speech.
Yes.
Yeah. I make threats to the scam callers. Not always based around their ethnic identity.
Horrid. Don't condone. Don't do that. He shouldn't be doing that. Neither should you.
All I did was the do not redeem, which is a known meme. That is a meme.
It's just a meme. It's okay when it's a meme. It's on the internet.
I said about that and the time I told somebody that I asked somebody if they wanted to bury their children.
No, that was bad.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I stand by it. Stop calling me. Like,
We need
they want to cancel me. Cancel me.
I was gonna say, isn't I guess we need to up our renew our subscription on Delete Me.
Yeah. Lore Lads is giving a 404 because YouTube seems to have decided to change the channel link at the last minute. If you search at the Lore Lads through YouTube, it'll show up. If you go to youtube.com/@thelorelads, it'll show up.
Yes. Just search at the Lore Lads, and that'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
Also, at the Aiden Mattis,
And
at Silver Retention.
Those are all channels that you should check out.
Let's do an update. Lore Lads is up to 800 subscribers.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Silver Retention is up to 462. Nice. And the Aiden Mattis is up to 9.45.
Hey,
Nice.
Let's go.
Hell
This
yeah.
is basically every Friday night, by the way.
Yes. And this will be like 2 a month, roughly. And this will be every week.
All right, next.
Next is Murphy Rutledge saying, graduating police academy this week. Here's to the Lore Lodge, and I never interacted professionally. Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you're at, but I'll try not to have you pull me over.
And if you do,
Aiden will give you favors.
there we go. I wasn't sure how much I wanted to imply.
Biggles 567 says, praise be to Gomb. Biggles!
Well, Scrap King Carson also said, Gom just passed by me on the road back from Blobfest. He really is the Eternal Highwayman.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need to do a video about Gomb at some point.
And it's going to have to involve a cover of The Highwaymen by The
Where are
Highwaymen.
you going? Can we get down? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Something Wicked said, perchance Osi. Classic. Purchase?
Or cheesy?
Purchase? E?
That too, yeah. Local Legends Burt Moran has been a member for 17 months. That's a channel you guys should check out. He does great work.
Yeah, he's great. Rums Trains, member 18 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cryptic Volctix, also 18 months. Thank you. And then Gom said,
I gave Gomb... Oh, wait.
no, Shepard said
I
Gom.
gave Gomb his newest name, proudest achievement in a while. Hope you guys are doing good. Looks like YouTube is still screwing with you with the algorithm, though. Have some money to help. They are. They are screwing with the algorithm.
Hence,
They were like,
the
hey...
Lore Lads.
They're like, hey, you guys want a lot of views on these 2 videos? You want to feel like you're back? You want to feel like everything's okay again? It's not. It's not.
You think you're so back? You're not.
Yeah. And then they were like, a video on the Edmund Fitzgerald? Too bad for you. Another guy just did that.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of people to put out Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
stuff that time.
I did not realize that that was going to be as popular of a topic on YouTube.
Neither of us did.
Here's the thing. I figured there would be a lot of Edmund Fitzgerald videos. I didn't think there would be a lot of Edmund Fitzgerald videos that were an hour and 50 minutes long.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked that Brick and Mortar didn't put out a video on the
Yeah.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Also, I want to be clear. I'm not mad at Part-Time Explorer at all. I'm very happy for him because it looks like this was his Killdozer video. So
Yeah.
I'm great. Good for him.
Yep.
Not unhappy at all. I mean, I'm a little unhappy about how ours did, but I'm not unhappy for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad that happened. Rising tide raises all ships. Good for him.
Yep.
Not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ideal scenario would be both of our videos did really well,
Yeah.
but good for him that his did.
Ours did well enough. It's fine. It's not a problem for us. I'm glad that he got to have that.
Yes. Ethan just said, I was a highwayman. Back home from Blobfest, I did ride.
No
Milk
Cartel
and
Pilot
buffet
says
by my...
for Samuel. I'll take a look at it.
There you go. What did you click?
You can find the Lore Lads, but can't subscribe.
Huh?
Strange.
So yeah, what did you click?
That.
No, I know, but like, what did you physically click?
That.
What did it equate to on the screen?
Live stream.
Oh, just clicking back to it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. You didn't hear what I said. Did you hear what I said?
What?
I was laughing at Ethan's comment.
Oh, the highwayman thing.
Yes.
I just saw the last part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hillbilly Historian said, I like the Edmund Fitzgerald episode, but was surprised you didn't cover the aftermath, especially the controversy over the cause of the wreck and culpability. Yeah, I mean, I would say the main reason we didn't is because I had to read a 500-page book.
Yeah, and the main reason I didn't was because as autistic as I am about the sea and the ocean and a lot of things like that, I am not an aeronautical engineer, though I considered going into that field for a period. I also am not a naval historian. So my thought process was, I'm going to give you all of the pieces, and then that gives you the opportunity to figure out what you believe happened. I have my theories. But
Gomb is beating the left-right game. That is such a deep cut.
That's wild. But yeah, that was my reason for, especially considering I went through all of the pieces of like the physics of what happened that night, and obviously you went through the history. But I think that was kind of both. We didn't even talk about that as a strategy for the video. It was
just kind of is how it developed.
Yeah.
As for any chance of a part 2, maybe I'd consider it. I don't know if Part-Time Explorer went into that. If he did, I probably won't do that for a while, just because it's so fresh. And I think if we put something up that's about the Edmund Fitzgerald right now, then people probably just aren't going to watch it because they're all Fitzgerald out.
Yeah.
So, but in the future, yeah.
You want to?
Gomb says he's Gomb.
Well, hang on. Start with this one, and then
Gomb, Wendusi Breeder, Eternal Highwayman, a member for 28 months. That's more than 2 years. Good lord. Wow. Mattis Senpai, Thornbussy joined my cult. What? Okay. He can't be co-god emperor of the not cult ranch now. Also had great fun pestering you last night.
Also the XOXO.
In the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you had fun because your team didn't. El Bozo.
Is that a reference?
Yeah, to something. I can't remember what. Yeah.
Incredible.
I mean, maybe if Jared Goff could complete a pass.
To be fair, our defense was on one last night.
On one. It was great.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was not 50% completion rating for 166 yards. Good.
Not his best showing.
Put the Mormon missile in. Get Tanner McKee in there. I'm not sure if he's even Mormon. I just get the sense that he probably is. Man is tall.
Has he even touched the field this season?
In the preseason.
Okay.
Played really well. Like he could probably... Now, granted, this is not a high bar, but I would say he could probably start for the Browns.
Fair. I would love to see...
I mean, Shedeur Sanders, man. It's been a hard year for that guy. He's been talking a big game. He finally gets the chance to play, and he completes 4 passes of 16.
Who is left in our schedule that's like not great?
Cowboys, Commanders.
If we beat the brakes off the Cowboys, they should put him in for the fourth quarter just to see what he does.
The Commanders probably. They're on their backup QB.
Yeah, so same thing.
The Raiders. Honestly, they should just rest Hurts against the Raiders.
Yeah.
The Raiders are 2-7.
Prevent him from getting injuries, and it's a good time to test your backup.
That's what I'm thinking is like, I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but in 2004, we had Coy Detmer in for like the last 2 games of the season just because we had clinched the number 1 seed by that much.
I also wouldn't be shocked if he showed up next game because did you see a couple of the hits and falls Hurts took in the game? Like there was one where I thought he was going to start limping after the way his ankle was. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't. So... yeah.
Legs are just big. All right, and the second part of Gomb was still driving back from Blobfest. It snowed for about a month straight. 2 days again, I hit a homeless man with Missouri tattooed on his forehead. I think I'm in Missouri, not Ohio. Getting home soon.
You took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
You can't get to Albuquerque driving from here to Ohio.
He took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Go to the next one.
All right. Next one is Equus Hart saying collab with Paul Cooper over at Fall of Civilizations.
I can look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not heard of him, but I will look into it.
There we go.
Would be a fun collab for the Fall of the Mississippian culture.
There you go. Ask Lore says another Finno-Korean Hyperwar super chat, good sir.
God, I will do it for April Fool's Day. How's that?
There you go. You want to read these two from some dude?
Well, I really don't want to read one of them. Actually, I don't want to read either of them.
Are you sure?
Some dude, not real TTV, said, letting you know you are my fave goon material. Lure my lodge, please. I'm dying of thirst.
Don't forget the bandaged heart emoji.
Yeah, that's
I'm honored.
awful.
I don't know which Aiden that's directed at, but I'm honored. High praise. High praise. What else do we have? We've got Telemachus2814 has been a member for 7 months.
Woo!
And that's it.
Well, a bunch of new ones came in.
That's true. Are we hitting them?
Yeah, I just have I gotta call Eli at like 9:15.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll stop here. Nothing
Yes.
nothing that comes in after this is getting responded to.
Nothing past 8:44.
But yeah, so if you want to go to let's see. Well, Catherine Carpenter and Scott Devine just became members. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
What is next? Alpha Amy said, watched every video on the channel. Keep it up. That's a lot of videos. Thank you. I'm impressed. John Big Boss, what a name. Just sending love. Yeshua bless you, gents and staff. Thank you. Scott Devine says, the more I watch your videos, the more I become convinced that Canadians isn't... The more I watch your videos, the more I become convinced that Canadians isn't a real place.
I feel like you're beginning to understand my part of this job.
Sure. Yeah. Alpha Amy became a new member. Thank you.
Yep.
Flaw said, also thank you for the lodge sponsor girlfriend. he got a girlfriend through the lodge, from what I understand.
That's an exclusive benefit that is not directly responsible by us.
You sure did put together a string of phrases there.
The Lore Lodge, where English happens occasionally and relationships happen even less frequently.
Yes. Griff said, I should let you know when Rum Rat was there, he put those plastic Sasquatches in the tanks in your toilets after I told him to. Griff, for legal reasons, I'm keeping that. Rabid Space said, hope you guys are doing okay. Been a while since I've been able to catch some of these live. Well, thank you for being here now.
Well, in terms of doing okay, actually, believe it or not, part of the reason is that things are not as ideal, and as we found out from the YouTube overlords, that has to do with the algorithm.
Yeah.
The algorithm has changed slightly, and as a result, you may have seen the title and thumbnail for this show, and what is happening is that this show and all of its contents are changing. Not going away, just changing to a different format on The Lore Lads. It's a new channel brought to you by Redacted Media, which is the company that owns all of this fun stuff that we have created. And it is
do Engelbert this week.
There you go. And that is going to be us. This channel, this format, this show is going to be on this channel at The Lore Lads. The link in the description is not working properly, but if you put in this search bar at The Lore Lads, you will find us. You will find the new channel. It's already at 808 subscribers. It will probably be higher if I hit refresh. Also, if you like movies and you want to see me talk about movies and how they were made, search at Silver Retention. There's a reason it's called that. I'll let you know in the future. But I have a video on the Corpse Bride and how it was made as a little Halloween treat. The next one is going to be about Five Nights at Freddy's because people are rabid for that, especially with the new movie coming out. And then Heat in December, along with a Christmas present that will occur on Christmas Eve. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a present. And then, obviously, if you've not subscribed to Aiden Mattis' channel yet, at the Aiden Mattis, he does a lot of live streaming, a lot of fun things.
Games, mostly.
Mostly games.
Friday nights.
It may expand to doing certain things
Yes.
For fun. But yes, at the Aiden Mattis, at Silver Retention, and then most importantly, at the Lore Lads.
That is the most important one.
Let's
you can
see
tell
where
it's our
we're
channel
at.
because it looks like it's our channel.
Yes, we're up to 850. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Very well done. But yes, back to the super chats, of which Mr. Gray Sky. Did you read that already? No, you didn't.
What level Patreon for the girlfriend? Oh, boy.
That's great. You should look into Chance Engelbert. He's been missing for 6 years.
That we did that one.
You did it, okay. All right, so Corey Anderson says, if you had to fight over the name Aiden, who would keep it and how would you win?
Okay, we actually found out that Aiden and I are pretty evenly matched when we fought at the Renaissance Fair.
That's a good point.
Year.
Yeah.
In a match of pure fisticuffs, I think I have the size advantage.
Yeah, he's got the reach and the weight. But I've got the trunk capabilities that if it came to the ground, I'd probably do well.
Yeah, I'd probably just shoot him.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, it would
practice with that.
It'd probably be a dual. Do you? At this point? When's the last time you went to a range?
It's been a little while, but you got to remember I used to go all the time in college.
Yeah, fair. I could be sneaky with the bow, though.
You could be sneaky with the bow.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, if it comes to that, things have already failed. If it comes to us fighting over anything like that, so many other things have failed in the Leo side.
Sticking Archie on him. Archie will gum him to death.
Yeah.
He's got a beacon there.
He does. It's like a little, it's a squid. There's not many teeth, but there's just there's enough.
Use them.
He does.
Would you be interested in doing odd European cold cases? I'm hitting so much red tape and so many paywalls on a few of them. Yeah, my biggest problem there is the paywalls, the language barrier. Most importantly, the United States has very few privacy laws as far as journalism goes. Europe has a lot of privacy laws. So you will go to look into something, and there will be very little information until the case is solved. And if the case isn't solved, then there's nothing.
Prime example of even just like one step towards that is Florida. The reason why the whole like Florida man meme existed is because most states just state the person's name that has been arrested or convicted or anything.
Florida says Florida man.
Yes, Florida says Florida man because they have slightly better privacy laws. That's the only reason that's a thing. So, yeah. Corey Anderson says for $10, going live during Timcast IRL isn't the best choice, yet here we are. Honestly, did not realize that was a competing program.
I'm not sure that it is. I'm sure for some people it is, but
yeah,
some people, I'm sure there's primetime TV shows that are a competing program.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also said Aiden go on PCC. Also, please do
PCC a lot.
We both have been on it. Yeah. And then also, please do a video on Black-Eyed Children. That crap scares me. Have you heard about the Grinning Man? Shit going crazy.
Grinning Man.
The Grinning Man.
We'll look up the Grinning Man. That's for sure.
And then while you look that up, ZP says, ever look into Lauren Spearer? Case has been cold for years, but she disappeared my junior year at IU, and it seems strange even then. Thanks much.
Name sounds familiar. Lauren Spearer.
And then White Trash Panda says, I called it like a year ago. Reaction streams will never be returning to the Mattis channel. Sad Trash Panda. That's not true.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen with my channel personally. I might go back to the commentary streams. The main reason I have is because I just don't have time. But like I said, I might try and do them in the mornings. We might just launch a different channel for the gaming stuff. I don't know. It might be that we all stream on our individual personal channels and then like edited gaming videos get uploaded, but what?
Look at what Colin just said.
Hey. Wasn't even there.
Oh god, you want to?
Russell said we're just in the weird time where the old regimes are falling apart and the children are fighting over who next sits on the throne. Things will get better eventually. After GTA 6 failing crashes the global economy anyways.
Yep.
Oh boy. What do you all think of John Fetterman since we're here? I think he's probably one of the more common sense members of the Senate. He seems to be one of the few people who's focused on working for his constituents instead of for the donors. I definitely don't agree with him on everything.
Yeah.
He's a Democrat. I am not. I'm an independent. So, I like him better since the stroke, honestly. I think he got better after the stroke.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't follow his decisions enough to know where he stands on anything now.
The most recent example is that during the shutdown, he was one of the few Democrats up there saying like, "Hey guys, Snap's kind of important. Like we can fund this. The continuing signing the continuing resolution doesn't mean we can't address the Obamacare thing.
Yeah,
like we can fund Snap right now, and then work on the ACA later, like once the government's reopened. So I like that. I think he genuinely does care about Pennsylvanians, and I think that is in a senator what I care about. Can't say that the same would have been true about Dr. Oz. He would have cared about what the party told him to do.
Wasn't he originally from Jersey anyway?
He's originally from Jersey, so I think John Fetterman seems to be a good man who cares. I just had disagreements with him.
Yeah.
Which is, again...
Oh my God, a reasonable take. No way.
Chalis said, VA has an epidemic every few years where young people notice that we have a lot of missing persons and blame it on something nefarious, different each time, the real cause being that the NCMEC is in Virginia. Perhaps a neat topic. There is a missing 411 case from, whatever the Blue Ridge Highway, there's the Blue Ridge Highway, and then there's another one in Virginia that I can't remember, but there's one along that I wanted to look into.
And then this right here from Rob is the last one.
Is this going to get clipped? For avoiding Babylon? Oh boy. See, something nice about Anthony.
For context, who is Anthony?
He is one of the hosts of a show called Avoiding Babylon that I was on a few months ago. So I'm like, do I want to say something genuinely nice? Do I want to say something backhanded? Do I want to like rib him a little bit? No, I think as far as nice goes, he is trying to think of the right way to say this. Despite being a bit of a troll on Twitter, when you actually sit down and have a conversation with him, he's very personable. He seeks understanding. He ribs you a little bit. He is a much nicer person than you would otherwise think, which I think is true of a lot of people who you really only interact with on the internet. But no, he seems to be I have a lot of disagreements with him for sure, but he was a genuine guy. He was not a grifter at all. He was genuinely trying to have a conversation, and I really appreciated that. As for something mean about Anthony, he's a filthy papist.
I have a feeling you knew that immediately was going to be your mean thing to say about him. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last super chat of the Lore Lads on the Lore Lodge channel.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. And if you want to see further ones for the Q&A once a month, that will be at the Lore Lads on YouTube, which
where we get to with followers on this so far.
We are now at 880.
All right.
Well done, everybody. We're going to be really, really excited if that hits 1,000 before we go to bed tonight. You might get a treat.
You might get a treat.
You might get a treat. You never know.
You never know.
Nobody
has said what that treat will be.
Nobody during this stream at any point has said
what the treat would be.
Has not been disclosed.
Yeah.
Has not even been discussed, actually.
No. Nobody knows what the treat's going to be.
No, but if you want a different kind of treat, like seeing this man play video games, check out at the Aiden Mattis on YouTube. If you want to see me talk about movies, check out at Silver Retention. Woo! But most importantly, find us at the Lore Lads.
That is the new channel for the podcast. Video essays will remain on the Lore Lodge.
Yes.
Podcast moving to the Lore Lads.
Yes. Nothing about the normal Friday videos will be changing.
No, the bread and butter content of the Lore Lodge is staying right where it is.
Yes. But this show in a recorded format and a live Q&A in this format once a month will be existing on the Lore Lads.
Yeah. And that will be somewhere where you can do the same thing, where you can ask questions about whatever.
Yep.
Like, we're not going to be weird about it. So.
Yeah, instead of like the super chats being a segment of the show,
it will be the entire show.
Yes. Yeah, and it'll probably be like a 2 or 3 hour show where we get to just kind of go through everything everybody wants to ask.
Yep, for the whole month.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. On to phase 3 of the Lodge.
God, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be exciting. Do we want to talk a little bit about what things we're definitely doing for phase 3, just to let them know? Aside from this,
for which things?
Just like we're gonna be trying to get on guests for the Lore Lads. We're gonna be trying to revamp Weird Bible a little bit more.
Yep. Gonna be new content coming to Weird Bible. Is going to be some. Basically, the way that we're hoping this breaks down is that you're still going to get 4 videos a month. 2 of them are going to be the current standard, and then 2 of them will be even deeper dives.
Yes.
That's the idea, is that I'm going to be able to do 2 each month that are a little bit less intensive. Probably some of the more basic missing 411 cases. It looks into more well-known cryptids and things like that. And then, the fall of the Mississippians, the murder of Meriwether Lewis, stories like that, I'll actually finally be able to get to because I'll have the time to research them.
Yep. And then obviously the rest of the Redacted Media Network is going to expand, like Weird Bible coming back a bit more. Obviously my channel with Silver Retention. Mattis is going to be doing some more stuff in terms of streaming on his personal channel. History Unhinged obviously is just going to kind of keep chugging along. So yeah, we're just we're moving and grooving here at the Lodge.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Bye.